Parachute Papis is a podcast about two fathers who are also U.S. Army Paratrooper war veterans. This is not about guns, violence, or politics. It's actually about the thing nobody ever talks about. The most awesome thing in the world. Being a dad.
Yo, welcome back to Parachute Poppies. I'm Brandon. This is John, and this is the second episode. What up, dude?
What's up, bro? Sorry, technical difficulties over here.
It's okay. As long as we can see your mustache, nobody's tripping. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I think it's clean, bro. Looking like Isaac Reyes.
Mejia.
All right. So it's an inside joke. It's an old friend. Anyways, today, the episode, we're going to talk about the pregnancy, right? Because last time we talked about like finding out you were going to become a dad. Now we're going to talk about pregnancy, the process, which is a process. So I heard you had a dad joke though.
That dude is pretty good too. Not gonna lie. Did steal this one, but what's the difference between people from Abu Dhabi and people from Dubai?
No idea.
People from Dubai don't watch the Flintstones, but people from Abu Dhabi do.
Oh, that's a great one.
I didn't make that. I gotta give credit to some random video on Facebook, but
I don't think that. I mean, I think dad jokes are recyclable. It's like an unknown code. As long as you're a dad, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't just use it if you're not a dad. That's the rule. That's a great one. All right, so bro, the other day I'm at the gym, right? And the gym is by the nail salon. So on this occasion, I put my girl and the baby to the nail salon. My wife's getting her nails done or whatever. I'm getting my workout in, right? And I text her like, everything okay? Because babies cry or whatever. She might need help. And she didn't text me back. So a few minutes passed, and I ran over there real quick, left the gym, walked over there, and baby's completely crying. Diaper is full of poop, bro. So I pick up baby out of the stroller thing, and I run with her across the strip mall to the bathroom. There was no changing table, so I change her on the counter, which is awkward, if you know what I'm saying. And then I bring her back, put her back in. She seems settled, stopped crying. I go back to my workout, and my wife texts me back, and she said, "Yeah, everything's good." Oh man, gotta love it. So I'm gonna ask you a crazy question. All right,
Yeah, man.
what kind of partner are you with a pregnant wife? What or girlfriend? What depending on the time. What kind of partner are you?
Man, I mean, my perspective, I say I'm that late night 7-Eleven, jump in the truck and go grab her pickles and popcorn or whatever her crazy craving is that evening or that day. No matter how far it is, pregnant women get these crazy cravings for like some random combinations of food or snacks, and they just need it. And when I say like it hits a spot, like it feels like this empty void in them that they need that day. And for Megan, a lot of the time it was either pickles and popcorn or pickles and something. Um, she does like pickles when she's not pregnant, but she's in love with pickles and popcorn when she's pregnant.
Popcorn, that's crazy. Yeah, I have that one going on right now.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a actual fetish. I thought it was a unique.
No, it is, man. But yeah, it's like that with every pregnancy, and so I try to be there for her. But I mean, yeah.
Is it harder on your relationship though? Like when she's pregnant, do you feel like you guys are more distant, more close, less argumentative? Anything like you could touch
Uh,
on that? Like
I, no, I would say we're probably closer. It may not look like it from the outside because I do have to give her some space for those extra emotions that she's going through. But at the same time, men have those feelings as well. So there's some days where I'm just like just crazy emotional, and just need a little bit of space. And like, so we both kind of just, by this time, I wouldn't say we figured it out, but we're kind of OGs in the game to where we're just like, okay, cool. You need a moment, right? And I'm like,
Right.
okay, cool, yeah, uh, but yeah, I mean, it's all about just understanding each other and trying to be there for each other. But yeah,
That's fair. The late night food run thing kind of got me. My girl was had one of those cravings this week, or I don't know, maybe Monday, but late at night, probably 9:30, 10 p.m. She wanted watermelon flavored water. Um, which is it sounds funny, but it's more common than you think here. So
no, I mean, I get it.
I went to the spot. I went to the spot that she had found on Google that she believed was open and had it, and I went there and it wasn't there. So I ended up going to the grocery store and like getting like a Tang version. I don't know how to say it, but like a powdered. It did not hit the spot, man.
Uh,
Yeah. It's
I,
like it's like she ordered it on Wish. She ordered it on wish.com.
I wouldn't call it like a mission failure. Our objective is to come home with something.
That's true.
You know?
She wasn't mad or anything.
Yeah.
Like, and I will say this, like, for me, I've noticed that what I like to call simp down very much through this pregnancy process so far.
Yeah.
Drop my pride a lot of times because
Mhm.
I don't know what it's like to be pregnant. I never will. I get to draw cute pictures on her stomach once a week and
I
pick
mean,
out pick out baby clothes. Like it ain't nothing for me, bro. I'm over here podcasting. She's the one building a human.
rumor has it it's equivalent to the man cold, but
I had a cold once, bro. I don't know
yeah,
what she's talking
you
about.
know,
But yeah, the it's definitely interesting. And for me, like it does affect the dynamic of the relationship. Like we have a newborn baby at the same time, so that already, we're already separating our attention a little bit, and the pregnancy needs attention, complications, yeah. So it's like that though we're in month 5 of the pregnancy, like though it doesn't from the outside it might not appear, of course, but internally, like it's a strenuous. I miss attention. I miss the attention that I would get before the pregnancy, and that's real talk. Like straight up, I miss being what she was obsessed with. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
not to pop your bubble, man, but like once that baby's born, you're like it's solidified, it's codified in the fact that you're second place now.
yeah, well, yeah, bro, I'm gonna be like third already, so it's a trip. But I'm happy with what I'm happy. That's what I wanted, but I'm happy with it. I'm just saying, like, it's a weird transition, and I don't know. You could maybe reflect on Timo's. That would be maybe a better comparison. But it was like, yeah, it was a different world. That was like a decade ago. But
It was painful. I
I,
remember like it was yesterday.
yeah, like I was when I could hear her on the phone talking with her family, she was talking about all the great things I was doing and how great I was, and like guess what he bought me, or guess what trip we're going on, right? Like, and it already digressed into, uh, it's no longer me like gifting and working hard for these things. It's just like we're doing this, which is still cool, but I'm just saying like the focus and the appreciation kind of got taken off of me. It's like more of a family unit already instead of just like this dope ass dude.
Facts.
Yeah, so it's crazy. And I remember you went, you had that. She was like all about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was all about you, and
And
that's
the worst part about it was, you know, she was pregnant before deployment. I deploy, I come back, and he's here. So it's like, for like
oh
expect
yeah, you didn't even get a digression, is what you're saying.
nothing, no digression, no none of that.
Black and white, bro. Like,
Yeah.
And you
For
just
those
had
of you
to,
who probably missed last
you had
week,
to fit in. You know what I'm saying? You just had to fit in.
yeah, it was like there was a like it hurt. So when I got back from Afghanistan, it was like my expectations were still the same from before I left, but her expectations were, you know,
Wow.
they gravitated more towards Timo, and I didn't think anything was gonna change, but there was a drastic change. I was, it's like
That's a, I couldn't imagine, man. I couldn't imagine just, it's pretty much like you woke up one day and it was different.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And it's like,
Like, who is
I,
this dude?
hey, don't
Still
worry,
don't watch movies.
we saved you a spot, but it's like this big. I hope you fit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
oh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
They,
Hey, do this, man. Do yourself a favor. Get you a man cave. I don't know if you're in your office, man, but like it is necessary
yeah,
because
this is my cave. I don't have as much cool stuff because I'm about to move, but I do. It definitely is always part of my plan.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I haven't quite set my boundaries and rules on what it's gonna be in the new house, but it's not gonna be like you can't enter, but it's gonna be like that's where I am at.
We'll,
That's
we'll shove a futon in there because for those nights where you have this much mattress left reserved with your name on it, yeah, that's when I go. Okay, I'm going to the man cave. I'm gonna sleep there.
yeah, that's what
It's not like a selfish thing. It's like, hey, we both gotta get sleep. So if we're both gonna be functional tomorrow, we both need sleep. And I see the baby, we're sleeping like this, and the baby's sleeping like that.
that's gonna be a actually a good future episode topic is about babies in the bed. All right. So I'll start by answering this my own question because it's the next one. But what kind of pregnant person is your partner? And I'll start by talking about mine. Um, she is very needy. Uh, she's very invested. She does a lot of research on what she's supposed to be doing, how she's supposed to be sleeping, blah 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 blah. Blah. She like almost treats it like a project, and I respect it. It's cool. Everything is about it. Um, the baby shower, like at first, my plan was to create a baby shower like with the things she likes, and me try to do it. And after about 3 days of me doing that, I adjusted my game plan and I gave her a budget and I said like, hey, build your own baby shower. So and it's been much smoother. She got some I guess like how there's wedding planners? There's baby shower planners, bro. Yeah, we're going like it's like this nice venue on the beach.
Oh
And
snap! You going all out?
yeah, we're gonna have like we're gonna have like an arch of balloons, I believe. Her and I are wearing pink. The rest of the party has to wear white. 30 30 adults plus the families, kids.
Man.
It's going to be pretty lit. I mean, I'm pretty impressed that she knows that many people. Even if I was in my hometown, I don't think I could pull in that many for a baby shower.
Yeah.
But she's very mood swingy. Sometimes she wants space. Sometimes she wants me to be all up on her, rubbing her toes and weird stuff. But the she's good at communicating, so it makes it a lot more bearable. I should say. Like she tells me what she needs, but she's needy. How about you? Tell me how Megan is. Like from the outside looking in, let me tell you, because you guys had 3 kids, right? Like it looks like a factory at this point. Like it looks like another day at the office. So I want to know for real, like Megan not pregnant, Megan pregnant. What is pregnant Megan's? What is she like?
So I mean, you already know her. She like not pregnant. She's already pretty spunky. She's known to be a little firecracker, and but when she's pregnant, it all just kind of like um I don't know. It's I wouldn't say too much changes, but uh she does get a little bit more needy than naturally every woman does. But I think the highlight of it is like the culminating event when when we're about to push this baby out. and that's when you see her go ham. Like she like for the midwives, man, the midwives have a miserable job when Megan and I enter that hospital, and we're about a few centimeters dilated and ready to go, because the midwives think they know something, and I tell you what, 3 kids, 100% of the time, Megan's right. Literally,
So,
she's
so
never.
she's the floor sergeant in that
She,
room or what?
yeah, she's like the Florence, they just don't know it until she shows up.
I want to see
Like with
it.
Malia was the only one I was there for, right? And the midwives are like you need to do this, you don't need an epidural, blah blah blah. And she's like, I need an epidural, blah 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 blah. I have a Samoan husband, and our kids are big. My first kid, 3 ounces, all right. And these midwives, they're earning their dollar, trying to keep up with the needs. And then and I just remember I was like, man, this is kind of nuts. This is intense,
Did she?
right? And
I gotta know. Did she really pull the island card, or is that just
yeah,
is that an example?
no, that's true. That's what if she pulls the island card, but like I said before I start, she's 100% right because she.
Yeah.
So with Malia, she's like, hey, look, like I need an epidural. I need to get induced early. Like this baby has to come out early, so it's not like my 10-pounder that I already had, And they're like, no, this baby's looking like it's gonna be about 6, 7 pounds, blah blah blah. And Megan's like, no, like I know what's inside my belly right now. She's like, this is a big one, another big one. So induce me early. Needs to say, they didn't listen to her, right? And then so it finally came time, and she's like, I need a poop. I need a poop. The midwife's like, she's having a baby. And like, so doctor, everyone rushes in, right? The whole room just gets packed in a matter of like two minutes. And they're like, okay, get ready to push. She does a push. Malia's head pops out, right? I'm looking at her head. I'm like, oh wow, this is crazy. I don't know if this is a story for this episode, but
No, but we're supposed to stop it
yeah.
right when she's born.
Oh,
So
okay.
keep going.
So anyways, like, let me fast forward then. Wait, am I supposed to skip this story or no?
Nah, you're supposed to tell it. We're just supposed to stop when you're holding Malia.
Okay, cool. Well, I might stop a little bit after that because that's part of this. This is the point I'm trying to get to, right? So Malia pops out, right? And then like she starts pushing, a few good pushes, and Malia's just moving out the womb, right? And then boom, finally Malia comes out the womb, and then I forgot what that sack is called that comes out too.
Yeah, I
But
don't know. I know what
like,
you're talking about. Yeah.
never forget it, man. It was like it kind of makes you,
Not
And,
placenta, right? Not the placenta.
yeah, placenta, and it just looked like a big bag of Kool-Aid, right? It just comes out, and then, anyways, fast forward, they put Malia onto the scale, and Malia weighs like 9.2 or something.
Oh, she knew what she was talking about.
I told you so, right? And I was just like, and I'm like, man, like Megan knows what she's talking about, And then fast forward to 2019, like she was getting home. Of course, I was in a military school then, but her sister was home with her, and she pushed Tabitha out, and they actually induced her early because the midwives in California are freaking awesome and listened to her, and Tabitha came out around 9 pounds too. So yeah, West Coast. But yeah, no, to say the least, she's a little spunky, but like for a reason, But yeah, no, that's end of story.
That's good. All right. Well, I think I'll finish this off. I was gonna tell the story of Bradley's birth.
Go ahead.
So, all right, I'm gonna be real. Bradley's adopted. Bradley's biological mother, lived with her whole family, uncles, aunts, mom, dad, all that jazz. Typical in this country. She was only 18 years old, so I met her when she was pregnant. Needless to say, her family, nobody on earth knew she was pregnant, so she hid the whole thing, living in the house. Craziest stuff ever. You wouldn't believe it unless you were there. And anyways, so we're getting close to the date, and we get a doctor that agrees to induce on a certain date. since inducing would help her with the not being caught up, right? And 2 days before, so the induction was supposed to be on April 15th. 2 days before, she texts my wife like, "Hey, I think I'm having contractions. Like, I think it's going down." So we didn't pay, we already had the stuff ready just in case this popped off. We cruised out there. It's about 3.5 hour drive. Got a hotel. Homegirl came to the hotel. We're gonna go to the hospital early in the morning, get that baby out. Well, we things go as planned. We're at the hospital. Probably 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. We're just sitting in that. There's that room. That's not the room. There's the room that kind of looks more like a hotel, and then there's the room that looks like somebody's getting an eyeball taken out of them.
Yeah.
We were in the hotel room. 6, 7, 8, probably 4 hours passed by. About 9 a.m. I was getting tired, man, because I probably slept an hour or two, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee," because the nurse or doctor, sorry, had just came in and said she's this many centimeters dilated, and we're looking about 6 more hours was his projection. And that's when I said, "All right, I'm gonna go get some coffee. Like, I'm gonna eat something, take a walk, get some fresh air." And I exit out the hospital, take a left. I'm just gonna walk down the block to the local 7-Eleven and get myself some snacks and a coffee. And I probably made about 35 steps out of that hospital, and I got a phone call from my wife like, "Hey, you got to get back." So I run back in the hospital and I go to that what I think the room they were in, and they're not there. So in my broken Spanish, I'm trying to find out where my people are at so I can be there. And finally, one of the dudes that was in there recognizes me, and he grabs me, he throws me a bunch of scrubs. I start putting them on. I put them over my shoes, put this hairnet on because I got this beautiful hair now. And he leads me into this room. I turn the corner, and they tell her to push. One push, bro. I'm not kidding you. One push. I don't have any coffee. I didn't get to the coffee. One push. This is an 18-year-old girl, about 100 pounds, tiny human. One push, full-blown exit. It was a one and done, bro. She did it.
Did they have to catch her or
sniper rifled? I was looking over her shoulder. From the backside, kind of, whatever, consoling. And whoosh, the baby's only 2.25 pounds.
Yeah.
So Bradley was tiny when she came out, but it wasn't gradual. It wasn't like I saw a foot or a head and then we like, oh my God, it's coming into the world. It was one bam. And I was in the room for like 5 seconds, dude. And it was amazing. They literally caught her. It was a catch. It was ruled a catch. It was
how about that timing, man? You walking in.
That's what I'm saying. And then I got emotional and I was crying and I was like, man, like, whew, God did this. Like, I barely made this. And then they I guess here they didn't know if she had any problems because of how small she was. So they put her into some sort of, looks like a little, I don't know if they do this to all babies, to be honest. It's like a little bubble with a heat lamp.
Incubator?
Yeah, but it wasn't like for breathe. They didn't attach anything to her. She was just chilling in there.
Yeah. I think that's for, man, what's it called when you have like too much yellow or whatever, and then they put you in there and like,
yeah, she had too much schmeg. She had too much schmegma.
some oogly,
They cleaned her up though, but what was really cool is that they allowed me to stay, just me in this room with this baby bulb and her for like an hour and a half. I just hung out with her for her first hour and a half of life, but nobody else ever even, like, the nurse would come walk in and look at her, and then
yeah,
I was so lost. I was so like in love, lost. Wasn't even thinking about all the other stuff going on, and it was amazing that I got to spend like her very first moments that long with her.
yeah, that's sweet.
And it was crazy. And then
that's when you became a dad right there, huh?
that's when I became a dad, right that moment. Crazier. You had they They wanted her to stay in the hospital for the night, the mom.
Yeah.
As soon as we get back to the room, this young lady starts putting on her. As soon as I get back to the room with the baby, she was already there. My wife wasn't there to this motel style room. She's putting on her makeup, bro. Straight gangster.
Ready to go.
Walked out of that mug in her clothes and went
Mission
about her business. It was
mission.
beautiful. And she's a great person. I'm not like knocking her or anything. I believe she loves Bradley and she checks on her all the time. Like, I just thought how amazing. Like, imagine being an 18-year-old girl. Nobody knows about this, and you just muscle through it like that.
Yeah.
It was beast. It was just such a cool, surreal scenario. And
That's crazy. Hey, so since your next, when's the next due date for your next baby?
she's gonna be induced on December 2nd.
So they're gonna be Irish twins.
What I
You
don't
heard
know.
the term Irish twins?
Nah, does that mean they're born the same year?
Yeah, born within a year.
Yeah,
So like,
they're 8 months apart.
and me and my brother, we're close as crap, and we're both Irish twins. So we're 12 months apart, but 12 months minus 1 week.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, yeah, my parents got busy. So
Yeah, your dad was like, we ain't taking no. The doctor can't tell me what to do in my bedroom.
I gotta wait 8 weeks.
Hell no. It looks fine to me.
Don't
That's
wait.
funny. That's hilarious. Yeah. But what's even cooler is that December 2nd is also my wife's birthday. And that the doctor didn't even know that when they decided the date that the baby will be induced. So that's gonna be dope. I'm gonna be very poor in December every year. Anyways, man. Yeah, that's it. And that's why I want to leave them hanging so that we could talk about the babies after this.
Say less. I'm down.
All right, man. I will catch up with you soon. It was nice talking to you.
Peace.
Peace.